Hey guys, hope you're all well. Right, we have what I call a behind the scenes little project to do. As I've said before, this sort of goes on all the time in here, and I don't normally share them all. I'd sometimes share the odd thing. I mean, it's not always bikes, is it? I've done them like little oil pumps that I've converted into lamps and little jobs like that. It's sort of the bread and butter jobs that help pay the bills and things like that. So, as I said in the last video, I was off up to Scotland. Obviously, I am back and we have a little behind the scenes project to do. Well, we're sort of pulling this out from behind the scenes and I'm going to share a little bit of it because when I finish this, this will be up for sale. There's not a great deal to do on it. It just needs a little bit of tidying up. And while I'm waiting for a few bits to come back for the Enfield, it's a great time to get stuck into this. So obviously you're seeing where we are with the Enfield. All the engine's gone now. All of that's up the powder coaters to have that done. The video after this, by the way, is we've got a few jobs to do on the back wheel. I've got the bearings here now because obviously I forgot them when I ordered front ones, but bizarrely I forgot to order the back ones, or it just slipped my mind. So I've got them now. I've got a spacer to make on that because I don't like the standard spacer on that back wheel, so we'll be turning a nice shaped spacer down on the lathe, and that will be the next job on that. And we are then waiting for the powder coating to come back for all the engine components, and in the meantime I'll be ordering the new crank bearings and all the fixings and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got a tiny bit of dead time on the Enfield, not much. So in these times where the main project's waiting for stuff, I do other jobs. Like I say, it's bread and butter jobs. It helps pay the bills and stuff like that. So you can probably tell by the thumbnail, it's a Harley. Now, I know some people aren't a fan of these. I get that. You've all got your preferences with different bikes. The bikes you like, bikes you don't like. But to me, it's got two wheels. I like it. That's the way it works for me. If it's got two wheels, I'll like it. And I don't mind messing with absolutely anything. So we'll have a quick look round this. And we'll have a bit of a chat about what we've got to do to it. And like I say, this will be for sale when I'm finished. It's there's probably about a week's worth of work in it, if that. I think most of that will be waiting because I am getting some bits powder coated on this. Most of that will be waiting for bits to come back. It's just having a very quick tidy up. I know some people are probably going, do this, do that to it, hardtail it, blah blah blah. No, like I say, this is what I call a behind the scenes job, and it's one of them jobs that I turn around quick, and it helps pay the bills. So I am not turning it into a full-blown custom project. There's enough of them going on in here at the minute. And I'll say it again, I know people keep asking about this. Yes, look, it's there. It's real. That we are jumping on that as soon as this Enfield's done. As soon as that's done, we are jumping back onto the GS and going till it's finished, basically. Like I say, I do chop and change jobs sometimes. It's the way it goes. Anyway, Harley, let's have a look. So, we have a 2013 883 Sportster. Or do the Americans say 883? It's an 883. But it's not too bad. As you can see, it's a bit dark in here. I know it's late at night, so you'll have to excuse the darkness. Yeah, like I say, 2013 883 Sportster Iron. It's an iron. But what we've got going on with this, there's a bit of story behind this. There's a few things going on with this bike, and it was outside under a cover. So because of that, there's a few like the finishes that have suffered because of that. And as some of you are probably aware, some Harley finishes are not brilliant, especially rear mud guards. They seem to suffer quite badly, this one included. So we'll go around it and we'll point out some of the bits that we're going to attend to and improve. I'll say most of it is just stuff we can basically remove from the bike, get them blasted and powder coated and put back on, and it will improve this bike immensely. It's actually a cracking little bike. It's quite late, so we won't be starting it up. It is immensely loud, and if we start it up, it'll probably create a small earthquake in the south of France somewhere. It's insanely loud. It sounds amazing, but it is mentally loud with them Vance and Hines pipes on. Yeah, it's crazy. So we will start it up in another video, because like I say, I will share a bit of this while we're going through a few bits on it and chopping and changing. So to start with, we have got to remove the rear mud guard, because we'll get some close-ups. Obviously the bike looks great just there. That looks all right, but as we get closer, we can see points where it's suffering. There's not a fixing in there, but I have got some fixings coming to take care of some of all this. We've got this hole there. Not sure what that was for. Did it have a real little seat pad on here for a passenger? Possibly, but I won't weld it up. I'll leave it there, and we will put a blanking grommet in there for now, just in case it is for someone. I'm no expert on Harley Davidsons, but yeah. So this will be coming off, and that will be blasted and powder coated. I think anything we have done will be a big improvement on Harley Davidson's factory coatings. We got these sides. These are just caps, I do believe, but as you can see, it's suffering here. What it is, it's probably a little chip that's occurred. The weather's gone under it and just continued to lift it. We got a bit of a chip on the end of this indicator. I do believe these are indicators and rear lights, stop and tail lights. But I think I should be able to get all the internals out of that and get these blasted and coated. So that'll be sorted out. It's a bit grimy. I have been spraying it with cleaners and everything and just getting stuff loosened up to clean it all over. I've got quite a bit of cleaning to do on it. The bits I have started cleaning, some of the surfaces seem quite good, which is brilliant. The wheels ain't bad at all. I've had a bit of a sort of a scoot round the front wheel. That's coming up absolutely fine, to be honest with you. And I believe the back wheel's the same. It doesn't look bad at all. I think with a good spray of cleaning products and keep doing it and wiping it over, it's just going to get better and better. It's like all down here, as you can see, it's just grimy. Even there, even where I rub with my finger, look, it seems fine. And this, you can't see it. I've rolled the bike back because it's gone up there. I have had a rub round on this surface here, and that comes up absolutely fine as well. So I think the majority of the bike is going to clean up, but where the coatings are chipped and scratched and peeling, we are going to get all that powder coated. Also probably a scattering of new fixings, especially up here where they really are in your face. We'll replace all of these because they are corroding away nicely, so we'll have all new fixings in here. All the switch gears all nice and clean actually. Like I say, I've been spraying it over the last couple of days, just seeing if we can get all the dirty grime that's been just left there. So all them are coming up all right. I've got some new grips coming because this has got a bit of a split in. Like I say, we're just going to get everything changed that's a bit untoward to make it all really nice. We'll probably get new fixings in here.
The pipes ain't too bad. I'm going to leave them. It's got a bit of a scuff there. I mean, that's probably going to, even if I coated this again, that's probably going to happen more or less straight away because of where your foot is on these forward controls. The forward controls are quite clean. Again, just a little bit grimy. We'll clean them all up, but they look all right. I'm guessing aftermarket ones, probably would have had normal pegs down here, wouldn't it? You have to bear with me. Like I say, I don't know everything about these bikes. So, what else we got? Oh, a bit suffering. The worst bit is a bit on the engine. And I'm led to believe black engines, this is quite a common thing of the coatings peeling off, which we've got in this area here. But I'm pretty sure I can get all that dressed in and make a really nice job of putting that right. Like I say, I'm not gonna like rush away and just bodge stuff. I will take my time and get some of these little bits, areas of damage and decay, and sort them all out so they're nice and they will last a long time if the bike's looked after. We got a bit on the bottom yoke, or the triple tree. It's an Harley, it's a triple tree, isn't it? So we got bits on here. It's obviously took a bit of a stone chip at one point, so, and the weather just gets under there, look, and the coatings peel off. But I shall drop the front end out of it. As you see around here, look, there's a good old chunk come off there, and it is lifting. Look, it's just falling off. So I will drop the front end out of it, and I'll get all that blasted and recoated. At least with us getting pretty much everything repowdered, it should last a very long time if, you know, whoever ends up with this bike looks after it and cleans it. That's a part of the problem as well. If you don't look after your bikes, it's gonna end up like this. I'm not saying this has not been looked after, you know, the life of this bike, how it went and the story behind it, which, you know, nothing to do with me. I won't go on about that. It just ended up outside under a cover. So that's what sort of got all these points of decay. It's one of them. It's just how it ended up. So we got some bits down here that need attending to. I shall probably repaint this, clean it all up. Again, it's because it's sort of in the firing line of the front wheel, so you got all the grime off the road firing up there. That's basically getting blasted by any sort of debris off the road. Quite a common thing for them to go down there, I do believe. But you know, I'm not going to strip this out and have it all powder coat. This, I will spend quite a bit of time dressing it all back, blending it all in, and I will paint that bit down there, but I will take my time and do it in such a way where you won't know it's been done. It'll just look nice, clean and fresh, and it'll be fine. You know, little bits where the edge of the horn's a bit tatty, I shall paint all that up. I say the spindles are a bit corroded. It's not bad, it's all surface. I'll get all that clean. I do believe you can buy like little alloy caps for these, or I'll make some, but get it all clean, get the rust off, and we'll have a nice little cap over there, and that'll sort the looks of that out. Yeah, it's just bits like this, you know, these little chips we can dress in and paint over, get all that tidied up. Like I say, we're scattering the new fixings as well. We'll get it all looking fresh again. Also, I'm doing the brake pads on it, and I'll do an oil change. So basically, whoever could be interested in this bike and purchasing it, when I'm done, it will be ready to go, and it will have 12 months MOT on it as well. It starts absolutely perfect. Like I say, it's thunderous. It really is. It sounds immense for a little 883. It's like, wow. But it starts great. It runs great. It's just a few cosmetic bits that I've got to put right.
It's got, obviously you can see it's got the Vance and Irons pipes on there. It's also got this, let me show you this. It's got a Vance and Hines fuel pack on it. I don't know too much about this, but apparently you plug this, someone might tell me different. Obviously some of you guys who watch may have a lot more knowledge on these bikes than me, which isn't hard because I haven't got a great deal of knowledge on these things. So it's got that. Apparently you can plug that in. This connects to your phone, I don't know, and you can change the maps on there or something, the fueling maps and things like that. You know, if someone can tell me any different, please do in the comments. It'd be great to know a bit more detail. But I can imagine this was probably a fair chunk of money when someone fitted all this. But obviously, yeah, it's a nice item to have on the bike, I guess. I'd also want to know if, you know, if any of you know a bit more about these than me. These rear shocks, are they standard? Oh, it's got the little Harley badge there. I'd like to know if they are a standard fitment on these, or are they like an aftermarket Harley part? They obviously need a bit of a scrub up, but I think under that grime, they're going to be absolutely spot on. But I wasn't sure if they were sort of an aftermarket Harley Davidson part, or did it come out the factory with them shocks on? I do not know. Have they lowered the bike a little bit? I'm not 100% sure. Obviously it's got the little single seat on, which I think they look loads better with that type of seat on. That's about it really. It's, you know, it's just a few bits on the coat. It's all cosmetics because it's it lived outside for a while under a cover. Apart from that, like I say, it runs absolutely great. It starts great. It sounds absolutely thunderous. And I think it'll be a cracking bike for somebody. Obviously, we've got the summer on the way. So I guess it's an ideal time to land a project like this. It's got a couple of little dings in the tank. I don't think it's worth doing the whole tank because of them. At the end of the day, it will be the bike will be priced to reflect its condition. 100% it will. So yeah, we have got a couple of little dings, nothing major really. But I don't think it's really worth me doing anything with the tank. You know, whoever ends up with this bike could take it a little bit further if they wish, you know, with them like little bits of like damage on the tank. I say it's not majorly bad, but the bike will be priced allowing for all this, and I think it'll be a cracking bike for somebody when I'm done. Little fast projects like this, I really enjoy it as well. It's a nice little break from the major, like the big projects we got. Like I say, it's felt really nice. We're waiting for bits for the Enfield to come back, parts for the Enfield. Like I say, all the powder coated parts for the engine are being done. So while we're waiting for them, we're going to jump on behind the scenes project for a couple of days, because there's going to be a little powder coating part for this. I'm hoping when the Enfield engine parts are ready to pick up, I will drop parts for the Harley off. So it's all going to time nicely actually. And yeah, I love doing little bits like this. It's a little bit of a break from the big projects, like I say. Nice and easy to do and relaxing, just plod away at it. I've got other things coming as well. I'll say, I did say a long time ago I am going to share a few behind the scenes projects that you don't normally get to see. I'll say nothing changing. I'm doing nothing different. This is how it goes in here every day, every week, every month. It's just I don't normally share them, so you don't really know I'm doing them. But I've got a couple of British bikes coming as well of a mate of mine that need sort of recommissioning that are also going to be for sale. He's going to let a few go. He's got far too many bikes in his garage, and he wants to create a bit of space. So we have got a couple of British bikes coming in here as well. If you wish me to share them, I will do. If not, I'll keep it as behind the scenes, and you'll never know they've been in and out of here. So, but they're nice bikes, so I may just share them with you. We will go a ride on this as well when it's done. Also, I can't. It's far too late to start it, else I would. The whole village will hear this bike if I start it up, so I'm not going to upset the neighbours and do that. So there you go. It's a little cracker, really. Honestly, it really is. Like I say, it's just a few cosmetic bits which we are going to sort out, and this will be a cracking little bike for somebody in the summer. It's only done 21,000 miles, which is nothing, you know, for its age. 2013, that is absolutely nothing. 21,000 miles. I think it's 21,200 or something like that. It's not a lot, but yeah. As well, we've got a side mount number plate as well, and obviously we're gonna just clean all that up. It's a little bit. It's just grubby mainly. It definitely needs rear brake pads in it, which we'll do. So if we're doing the rear, we might as well sling a couple of front ones in it as well, and then it's all done. And I'm just going to get it so it proper passes its MOT. So I know somebody is going to get a safe bike that can get gazillions of miles of fun out of it through this summer that's coming. So that's it. Yeah. In between waiting for Enfield bits, we will have a tinker with this and get this done. And when it's all finished, you will know, because you'll be seeing the video. And if anybody's interested in it, they can give me a shout. And yeah, I shall have it at a standard where it all looks absolutely tip top and fine, ready for someone to enjoy. So that'll do. Next video will be on with making all the nice spacers for the back wheel on the Enfield and getting that fitted now I've got the bearings. And hopefully it's not too long before we get all the engine parts back from the powder coaters, and then we'll get on with building that engine, and then that Enfield will be really starting to take shape. It will. Looking forward to getting onto that engine and getting that back together, because the picture in my mind, it's going to look absolutely fantastic with that mixture of textured blacks and smooth blacks on the engine, and obviously all the brand new polished nuts and bolts and the chrome work on the kickstart and things like that. It's really gonna stand out nicely, I think. That is the plan. And then obviously the last job, we'll get the tank and the rear mudguard off to be painted, and then we'll be wiring it up. So we really are breaking the back of that project now, which is good. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. It's quite late at night. I've got to drag some bikes in from outside, and yeah, we'll have a little dabble with this Harley while we're waiting for bits. Anyway, guys, cheers for watching. Thank you all again immensely for all the support in any way, shape or form. It's very, very much appreciated, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys. Take care.